know if you're listening yet or not, but the boys are warming up. 1 o'clock start. And we will be playing the Grand Rapids Christian. It's not really. Can you find it up top? Well, there goes the buzzer and warm-ups. Both teams go down by their respective goals. Put all the pucks in the net. They'll get them in a bucket. Jason Kimbrough was our starter for the game yesterday. I am under the impression that Carter Schlegel will be in net today. We are still missing number 18, Jackson Soper, and we are also missing number 9, Blake Weaver, both recovering from broken collarbones. I've got a ton of family here at the game again today, a couple extras, our friends Al and Paulette up from the Detroit area, my aunt and uncle from Ludington. Thank you for that update, Mrs. Harvey. Is that any better? Becky Harvey just texted me and said the sound is weird, hard to hear. Yeah, that's what I think. Becky, if you can send me a text back and tell me if that's any better, I would greatly appreciate it. I've got a new wireless headset on today that is noise canceling and will probably only pick up my voice, but the cameraman just hung a microphone over the wall. All right, looks like our starting lineup today is Braden White, Ben Burley, Davidson, Peters, and Fogelman. All right, we've got the national anthem out of the way. Players are going back to their respective benches after putting their helmets back on. The Trojans are starting out to my left. Grand Rapids to my right. The linesman is at center ice, blows his whistle to get everybody moving. Asking the goalie if he's ready. Graham Peters takes the face off. We got a puck drop. Face off, won by Traverse City. We get it in their zone, but Grand Rapids is able to get it right back out. Ben Burley pokes it up to neutral zone. In the middle of the ice, Grand Rapids dumps it in deep behind our net. Braden White goes to Burley. Burley has it in the corner. Burley battles. Peters steps in to help him out. Peters up to Fogelman. Fogelman, nice cross-ice pass, just out of the reach of Drew Davidson. But he tipped it in, no icing here. Drew Davidson forces the player to bring it all the way around the glass in front of the bench. And Grand Rapids is struggling to keep control of that puck and especially get it out. Now Fogelman picks it up, sends it back to White. White loses it at the point. Burley speeds back, number 15 for Grand Rapids. Tied Burley up pretty good. White comes in to help him out. And at the line, a clearing attempt ends up in the Traverse City bench. We get a whistle. 15:58 the first period. Scoreless game so far, which doesn't bother me after our 8-second first goal yesterday. All right, to the left of Schlegel. As I look at him, they drop the puck. Back to Kloosterman. Kloosterman loses the puck. It ends up coming out front. Harvey battles for it. File has it bounce over stick. File ties his man up on the boards. Nice play. Puck comes out. Now File's got it. He was able to clear the zone. And Caden Rodenroth steps up. And the neutral zone, dumping pass, makes it to Beatty. Beatty comes to the net. Oh, it just fell off his stick. He didn't get the shot off. Beatty had a pretty good chance to get past the defenseman there, but just rolled off his stick. Harvey steps up, forces the Grand Rapids player to make a play at center ice, and Harvey will go for a line change now, and Beatty battles for that puck. Kloosterman dumps it right back in. It just came out. Now Beatty chases his man down. They send it around. Kloosterman with a nice interception. They had a man get behind both Conaway and Kloosterman. Kloosterman saw the pass coming, intercepted it. He'll go back to the bench now. Burkholder comes out, stands up tall on his man. Shot from 15 feet above the circle, right into the logo on Schlegel's jersey, and we get a whistle as he hangs onto that puck. Faceoff's going to be left of Schlegel. Linesman backs the boys up, drops the puck. Grand Rapids not able to control that puck, and it comes all the way around, tipped out. And Carter Humphreys is away. He's got one man to beat. He just got a stick on Humphreys, knocked the puck off his stick. It was a nice play by Humphreys to get that pass. Conaway defends. Shot toward the net, right out middle, off of the toe of Schlegel. It bounced out in front of him, and he lurched onto that puck and grabbed on tight, held on. We get another whistle. 14-12 first period, score 0-0. Shots on goal are 2 for the visitors, the Grand Rapids Christian. Grant Peters takes the face-off. He wins that face-off, goes to Burley. Burley was not able to get it to White. Now he goes past him. Burley staying with the puck. Puck comes out. Drew Davidson hits Xander Fogelman. Xander Fogelman just not able to catch up to that puck, but it dropped back to Drew Davidson. It went off a stick high in the air, ends up on the other side boards. Graham Peters fires from the line toward the net. It went over the goal. Ben Burley steps in, picks that up. Shot from Braden White off the goalie's toe. He was down. Oh, Graham Peters fires one off of the leg of number 8 for Grand Rapids Christian. A lot of pressure here by Traverse City. Oh, the puck was shot. Everybody was looking in the back of the net. It went straight up in the air and landed on the far side circle. Holy mackerel. All right, I'm feeling better today. We had a lot of pressure going, a lot of good play. We seem to be moving the puck better. And hopefully we will get one in. Face off to the right of the Grand Rapids Christian goalie. Shot on net, deflected away. Kloosterman steps in to hold that puck in. The puck went by him, but he stopped the player from going anywhere. And we now get it out of the zone. Grand Rapids picks it up in the middle. They dump it in. Kloosterman again does a backspin. And Grand Rapids not able to clear this time off the glass. There's a shot on net. Lechtinen went back to Collier Schultz, and we had another good chance. Klusterman's going to go back. Nobody there. Gives up the puck. The pass did not connect. And it looks like Traverse City will gain control. They go back around the net. Klusterman's going to have another chance with it. He flips it up. And now, Treadway dumps it in. Not out. Treadway races in. He's got a stick on a puck, ties his man up. Conaway keeps it in the line. He shoots toward the net. It was off the stick of the Grand Rapids player, and that goes above and wide of the net. Number 7, Andrew Beatty picks that up at center ice, an air pass. He dumps it into the legs of the player. He shoots off the goalie. It's loose. Final stick was caught up. He didn't get his shot off the rebound. Burkholder steps in. He shoots a low one. Conaway's going to race around. He should be able to keep this one in. He does a pretty good job of that. It comes back. Burkholder just not able to reach there. Conaway come off his point to keep it in. Burkholder brings it right back in. Oh, the Grand Rapids defenseman tried to hit Burkholder and air checked. All right, file on the post. Covering for Burkholder with a nice stick to tap it off of the Grand Rapids player to keep them from getting a breakaway. Off of Burkholder's skate. Conaway's got to look back. It's a 3-on-2. We catch up now. Shot across. Goalie saved by Schlegel. Here comes Andrew Beatty. He makes the blue line. He's got one man with him. He shoots. Oh, Beatty right into the chest of the Grand Rapids goalie. A lot of pressure here by your Trojans. We look a lot better than we did yesterday. We need to slip one by here. All right, face-off taken by Graham Peters. He wins that face-off. Goes to... Doggone it. He went right back to Drew Davidson. Drew Davidson got a shot high on the shoulder of the goalie. It fell right down in and into the glove. Another face-off, same spot. Won by Traverse City again. Braden White steps in this time, sends it around behind the net. Picked up by Ben Burley. 2 defensemen behind the net. Probably not... Oh, that's an offside. There we go. Referee caught it. The Grand Rapids Christian player got tied up with one of our players cross the line before the puck did, and Grand Rapids Christian carried it in anyway. We get an offside call, and we will get a face-off in the neutral zone. All right, as the defense for Grand Rapids settles in. Referee drops the puck. Oh, nice pass by Grand Rapids Christian. It bobbles in front of Schlegel. Schlegel drops down on it, sets a glove, and we're going to get a face-off to the left of Schlegel as I look at him, right in front of the Traverse City Trojan bench. 10:45 in the first period. Shots on goal now are 4-3 in favor of your Trojans. Puck drop, won by Grand Rapids. And Grand Rapids sends it behind the net. Graham Peters goes after that puck. Burley gets tied up. Braden White releases from the net, sends it up the boards. Drew Davidson tried to hand it out, but did not connect. A weak shot from the top of the circle goes right into the glove of Schlegel. He hangs on tight. We get another whistle. Referee's got his arm up, signaling no more line changes. We've got Harvey and Klusterman out there with Humphreys, Blazak, and Blake Davidson. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Harvey knocks that one down, backs it up to Evan Blazak. Oh, off of a player's stick. Grand Rapids able to pick it up. They tried a nice touch centering pass, but one of our defensemen stepped in there and was able to pick that up. Evan Blazak to the puck. He center passes. It goes off a skate just wide of the net. Back to Blazak. Blazak toward the... He can't make it, and Harv comes off his point, gives it back to Blazak. Blazak to Harv. Harv takes a shot. It's low. It bounced twice. Here's one right to the middle. Harv with another shot. Hit a player, one of ours. Oh, there's a cross check and a half on Harv with another shot. Just outside wide. Great shots by Harv. That one got through, but it was just wide. We battle. 2 of our players with 3 of theirs. They back it around behind their net and do the feet of Humphreys. But now, Blake Davidson kept that puck in. He took a hit, went down. It went off Davidson's pads again. Just tipped in by the Grand Rapids Christian team. It's all the way down behind our goal line. Harv chases after that, sends it around to Xander Fogelman. Xander Fogelman races up. The Grand Rapids Christian player beat him there, rifled it. It went off of, must have went off of a player on the bench because it bounced straight back out and we get a whistle. This will be a center ice face-off. Conaway and Burkholder out there on D. Peters, Fogelman, and Drew Davidson up front. All right, we've got 5 players for Grand Rapids Christian out there now. Puck drop in center ice, won by Christian, sent back. This will be an icing. Ooh, geez, oh Pete. The goalie played that just behind the line. I don't know if he realized that was icing. I think we might have got a gimme there. I'll have to look that rule up. I believe technically if it crosses the line before the goalie plays it, it's still icing. So that's a good call by the referee. All right, face off deep in the Grand Rapids end. They rim it all the way around. Conaway's able to keep that in at the point. He shoots low, deflected. Oh, that was a great try. Conaway put that right into the feet of 2 of his players. One of them deflected it with his stick, and I'm not even sure how it didn't go in. Conaway back on the point, being watched. It comes around. Burkholder steps in. Kicked off of the Grand Rapids player by one of our players. Conaway steps into the middle, intercepts the centering pass. Starts battling with the player in front of the net. Grand Rapids Christian able to hang on. Burkholder lays his man out. The puck rolls right at Schlegel. And Conaway was tied up with one of the Grand Rapids Christian players. And he very politely asked him to sit on the ice for a minute. No penalties on that play. I'm glad to see it. The referees are pretty much letting them play. We've seen some pretty good hits so far. A couple of slashes. One cross check by the Grand Rapids team that I thought could have been a penalty. File tries to make a pass up. It was intercepted by Grand Rapids. Braden White races back to get that. He sends it around. File's going to pick it up. He goes up the boards. Kept in by the skate of one of the Grand Rapids players. They battle. And Caden Rodenroth coming across the line. Turned his head to make a pass and got hit pretty good. He's back up, chases that puck down, knocks it off the Grand Rapids Christian player's stick. Braden White smartly watching a guy cheat now to the red line. White not able to keep it in. He tapped it with his stick, but it got through. Centering pass was knocked down by Ben Burley. He ties his man up in the corner. He's got the puck. White's got a chance to get at it. Burley helps him out. Burley ties his man up down on the ice. Now the puck comes out. Rodenroth sends it to the middle. File comes across the blue line, red line, 2-on-2. File sends it outside. He looks, he waits. Had to wait a lot of time. And sent that one toward the net, hoping somebody would step that way. Goalie gloved it. File looked like he was at the end of a shift. A little bit winded there. He'll make a change. Harv and Klusterman out there. We're going to get Kate Treadway, Collier, or we're going to get Kate Treadway, Collier Schultz, and Sue Lechtinen out there up front. Face-off won by Traverse City, sent around. Not out by Grand Rapids. And Klusterman gave up that puck. Shot taken in our end, into the legs of Harv, and knocked down. Now Klusterman will get after that puck. They are really teaming him hard and forcing him to do something with that puck quick. Right in front of our bench, they battle for it. And we're going to get a penalty. Oh, no, maybe not. I think hand pass. Hand pass. Sorry about that. We got a whistle, but it was a hand pass whistle. which will put the play all the way down to the right side of the Grand Rapids goalie. 6:32 left in this first period. Shots on goal 6-5 in favor of your Trojans. Face off in the feet of the referee. Back behind the net. They tip it up. Not able to get it out. Burkholder steps up, keeps it with a leg. He fires it toward the net. Oh, it bounced off and hit the glass. And now Xander Fogelman chased after that. Tried to send it toward the front. Conaway and Burkholder back. Conaway forced his man to dump it in deep. Conaway backs it up, goes to Fogelman. Fogelman does not get it out, and they dump it right back in. Fogelman gets it out this time, but he gets tied up with a player, and Grand Rapids dumps it right back in. They chase it down. Burkholder with a guy on him. Sends it up the boards. Now Graham Peters will be able to get that out. High flip up to number 21, Xander Fogelman. Now back to Conaway. Conaway hits Burkholder. Burkholder makes the red line, dumps it in deep. No ice on this. Oh, it is ice on this one. Conaway tried to chase down. He couldn't get there in time. Him and Burkholder go for a line change. I've got Humphreys, Evan Blazak, and Blake Davidson out there up front. Braden White and Ben Burley back. Face off, won by Traverse City. Shot on net. Oh, right off the goalie's toe. What a great play that was. Man, oh man. Shots on goal now 7-5. The Grand Rapids Christian team had a man cheating right at the red line. They shot the puck at him. I think he was just going to try to deflect it in. Burley was on him pretty good. The puck jumped over his stick. We get an icing. It goes all the way back down into the Grand Rapids Christian end. Blazak to take this face off. He wins the face off. Shot! Right on net. The goalie didn't know where it was. He looked down. It was between his legs. That was a great shot by Carter Humphreys. Right on net. I think the boys think that C on the goalie's chest is a target. I've seen at least 4 pucks hit him dead center. We need one left or right. All right, face off, same spot, left of the goalie. Won by Grand Rapids this time. They reverse it behind the net. Looks like they'll have a chance to come up the board. Grand Rapids likes this long breakout pass. They get a guy that goes to the far side and then comes through the middle. And they just hit him again. Now Grand Rapids has got some pressure in our end. They go back to the point. Shot, steered aside by the blocker of Schlegel. Sent up and out. Grand Rapids picks that up. Carter Humphreys knocked the dump in down with a stick. And now Ben Burley just dumps it. They hit the man in the middle, who was not looking, and Kloosterman put a shoulder down, and number 13 is holding his arm, and he goes back to the bench. It was a very, very clean hit, but it was that turn coming across the ice. The Grand Rapids player was looking the other way, and Kloosterman was moving, but not very fast. He just lowered his shoulder and pretty much got skated right into. All right. We're going to line up to the right of Schlegel in our own end. And we get a puck drop. Traverse City not able to control that puck. Xander Fogelman forced his player to move quick. Kloosterman's got it. He sends it up the boards. It's out. Oh, is it going to make it all the way down? No way. Xander Fogelman's there. He shoots right off the goalie's mask. We reverse the puck. It looks like, oh, Kloosterman steps in, kicks it with his foot to Drew Davidson. Drew Davidson off his stick. Oh, there's a shot just wide of the net by Graham Peters. We missed by another 2 inches. Jeez, oh Pete, Katie bar the door. We need to buy a goal. All right, puck comes out. And Harvey sends it long shot. Missed by the Petoskey player. They wave off icing. Fogelman races around. Little pick play by Petoskey. He picked his own player. Number 8, Kate Rodenroth stepped into the guy gave him no time and space. We get the puck back right out in front of the net, shot! Oh, and Grand Rapids is going to be able to clear it all the way down. This is just going to miss the net. So we'll get an icing call. A ton of pressure by the Trojans today. 10-5 shots on goal. 3:05 left in the first period. We have had the puck all over the net, just not in it. All right, face off to the left of the goalie. Controlled by the Grand Rapids Christian team. They try to get it out. It goes off of Biles' leg. And Rodenroth, quick hands, able to keep that in. Grand Rapids Christian tried to clear again. We got an interference call. And it looks like it's going to be on the Grand Rapids Christian player in front of the net. All that pressure, he tied a man up that couldn't get to the puck, which is going to put us on our first power play of the game. 2:45 left in this period. I've got Kluserman and Davidson out there. Grand Rapids able to get that puck. They clear it all the way down. I don't think Schlegel realized we were on the power play. He let that one go behind the net. All right, here comes Graham Peters up the near side by me. He busts through, makes it through two players. He's got the puck behind the goal line. He sends it around. He gets rubbed off behind the net. Evan Blazak races in there. He's a gritty player. He's pounding with the guy. We send it in front of the net. Ow, and it goes off a foot and out. Kluserman sets it up again. He gets around one player that's back. He makes the line. He dumps it back to Xander Fogelman. Xander Fogelman lost it in his feet. And Grand Rapids is going to come out with that puck. Not able to get into our zone. And now Fogelman loses it again. It gets knocked down by a stick, but it went off of one of the Grand Rapids players. No high stick. It goes far side. Graham Peters with a one-timer. About 6 feet over the net. Middle of the glass. Goes back to Burley. Burley looks. Burley has his man go down. He waits for him. Oh, pass right up the middle. Beatty. Beatty's backhand did not get what he wanted on that. Ben Burley looks at Peters. Peters fires with a lot of traffic in front. Another shot. Oh, it just missed. I cannot believe we have not scored a goal yet. I got nothing. I just got nothing. And Grand Rapids is able to clear that puck to neutral ice. Graham Peters is going to speed right back in, not give him much of a chance to change. He shoots. It's off the stick of one of the Grand Rapids players up into the netting. With 1:05 left in the first period, 20 seconds left in the power play. We're going to have Braden White, Beatty, Humphreys, File, and Rodenroth out there. No, Beatty's coming off, Burley's staying on. All right, face-off, won by Traverse City. Back to the point, Burley hits Humphreys. Humphreys battles in the corner for it. File goes in there to help him. Three Traverse City players. Oh, here, centering shot. Oh, just knocked down by the Grand Rapids player. 2 seconds left on our power play. Grand Rapids brings it in. They split the defense. Shot on Schlegel. Holy mackerel, that would have been bad. Rodenroth tries to clear it. He can't. Oh, Grand Rapids. A little bit of momentum going after that penalty kill. Right back to the point. Point dumps it in. Behind the goal line, centering pass. Knocked down by Schlegel. He dumps it toward the board. Braden White will take that one. He tried to send it up, but Humphreys had one of the Grand Rapids players get between him and the puck. Grand Rapids has it behind our net. It comes around to the far side of the circle. They're cycling pretty good. They go back to the far side of the circle. Nice stick by White. It goes back to the point. Shot on net. Schlegel never saw it. It gets right into that. It bounces in on like the third bounce. Oh, and it literally happened as the horn went. Oh, we might have to go back and look at the replay. the referee's discussing with the timekeeper. Like I said, that puck. They've got one goal up on the score. It looks like it might stand. That's painful right there. I interviewed Coach Givens between periods yesterday, and he said one of the things he tells the boys is how hard it is. Early goals and late goals, you can't get them any later than that. There was 0 time on the board when that puck went in. But the referees discussed it. They came over to the timekeeper, and I see one up on the board. All right, I'm going to step away from the mic. I'm going to grab a wireless mic and try to catch Coach Givens before the boys come back on the ice. Stand by.
What in the fucking fuck? Will you give me a half hot chocolate and half yeah, we'll get a chance. I'll come find you or something.
Okay.
Seriously?
The last second.
Seriously, that?
No, you're gonna push the buzzer to win.
way better. We're picking up a little bit. We've spent about 5 minutes in there, and you told me yesterday one of the things that makes you crazy is the early goals and the late goals. What was the explanation there? I thought time might have expired.
Well, I had two questions for him. One, just to make sure that there was no high stick on that play, and then the second thing was that were they 100% sure that it went in before time ran out? And the answer to both of them was, yeah, we're 100% sure. So I trust them. We looked at it on the video too after, and it looked like there was .03 left on the clock when it went in. So they got it right. And I mean, even if we didn't have the video, you got to trust the officials. They're looking at it in real time, and it can be tough. But that one they got right. So, we had a chance to clear, three chances to clear actually before the goal, and we left it in the zone instead of going off the glass. And so, learning moment for the boys there. But we're playing hard. We're doing some good things in the offensive zone. We changed our defensive zone strategy a little bit today, and that seems to be working. So. 34 minutes left. We can't flatten out now. We got to keep playing.
So standing up where I'm at, I see the guy coming up the boards a lot. He cuts across, and they like that long middle ice pass. Calvin Klusterman figured that one out and just laid the guy out when he was looking for somebody to pass to. I'm sure you saw that happening too. You talked to the boys about that one?
Yeah, we just told them, when we don't have possession of the puck, we always want to make sure our D are inside the dots, so we're not giving up the middle of the ice. And then when they're sending flyers, especially when they've got the puck deep in their end, we said if you see people flying the zone, we got to turn and go with them and make it a one-on-one in the neutral zone, or if both fly, then both D have to get out of there. Make it a 2-on-2, and we'll play 3-on-3 at the opposite end. But yeah, I mean, you have to be aware. The problem is when our D get caught between the dots and the boards, and they get in that outside lane, giving up too much of the middle of the ice. It doesn't matter who you're playing. That's going to be tough. So stay inside the dots and just be aware of what's going on around you.
Coach, I really appreciate it. We got some feedback that people love the interview between periods. They said that your commentary is very insightful and helps out a lot. Really appreciate your time. Good luck in the next period, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we're back, sports fans. The boys are back on the ice. All right, face-off won by Rapids. Pass picked off by Graham Peters. Davidson has it. He sends it across to Braden White. Braden White gets it out of the zone. Peters tips it back in. Burley gets it. Burley goes behind the net with it. Switches up with White. Off of Burley's stick. He picks it back up. Fires. Long pass. Missed everything. This will be an icing. All right, face off to the left to Carter Schlegel. Puck drop, won by Grand Rapids, picked up by Traverse City. One-on-one, File versus a defenseman. File gets past him, 2-on-1, no! Oh, we just missed! What a great tip by Caden Rodenroth, just off target a little bit. Puck kept in by Luke Harvey, not able to get it out. Grand Rapids sends it all the way around off Rodenroth's stick, and now it's out, and now we've got a one-on-one the other way. Harv, with a swing of his stick, takes it away from the Grand Rapids Eagle player and sends it behind the net. Klusterman back to Harv. Harv battles for it. It goes out in front of the net. Schlegel smartly puts a glove down on the net, hangs on tight, we get a whistle. So, with 15:50 left in the second period, we're going to get a face-off down on our end again. And with a couple of line changes, we'll get a break in the action for a moment. I don't know if you listened to the interview with Coach between periods. He asked the referee two questions. Was there a high stick involved there, and was it before the buzzer? And the referee said that they... Here's Kate Rodenroth with nobody before. Kate shoots, he scores! We got a tie game. All right, that's what Coach was saying. The early ones and the late ones are the ones that hurt the most, and we're got the early one in the second period this time. Oh, we needed that. We needed that bad. We've been playing good hockey, just not showing on the board. All right, 15:39, game tied at 1. Puck stuck on the dot in the face-off circle. Now it goes backwards. Carter Humphries races in after that. Off the board. Conaway steps up. He hits his man. Conaway races in. He goes around the far side. He's going to lay a player out. Oh, get your hands down, Conaway. Now, Grand Rapids is able to get it out. Burkholder tries to dump it in. Goes off one of his own players. Grand Rapids has been sending a man deep back, and I think Coach wants to talk to the boys about that because they're really watching it now and not letting that late man get behind them. Do that early man, actually. All right, puck out to the middle, picked up by Burley. Burley sends it up to Humphries. Humphries has to jump it in the line and take a hit. It goes back down to Blazak. He battles in the corner. Graham Peters. Take it down. Fan shot by Braden White, and Grand Rapids Christian not able to do anything with that puck, and now we're going to clear it. No, did not come out. It was right on the line, but not out. Evan Blazak battles for that, pushes a man into their bench, and now a shot toward the net is knocked down by the Grand Rapids player. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete! It bounced right out in front of Schlegel, and the Grand Rapids player backhanded it just wide of the net. Now, Burley brings it out. He goes far side, tipped by the Grand Rapids player. They're going to try to run it back in. Evan Blazak ties up his man. Burley lays his man down. It was was offsides for a second. Grand Rapids checks up. White to Burley. Burley, long pass off the boards. Oh, it took a bad bounce. The puck must have had some spin on it because it came kind of flat off the boards. Otherwise, Drew Davidson was gone. Nice heads up play by Burley there. 13:43, second period, game tied at 1. Shots on goal, 12-7 in favor of your Trojans. Eagles win the face-off, but they don't handle the puck. Xander Fogelman got tripped up. He tried to send it up. Now it goes to Peters. Peters behind the net. Picked up by Fogelman off his stick. To the point, Harv keeps it in. Harv dumps it deep off of Fogelman's face, it looked like. Klusterman missed the puck. His man got past him. Klusterman races back. Nice speed. He lost an edge. Oh, they shoot just wide. And Grand Rapids Eagles are holding on to that puck. They're playing with it behind the goal line. They're looking. Centering pass. Thwarted by Klusterman. Klusterman and Fogelman race in. Fogelman gets his own stop. Oh, there's a shot! How did the goalie stop that? It was set up perfectly. Fogelman made a beautiful pass to Klusterman. Klusterman one-timed it. I honest to goodness don't know how the goalie made that save. He gets a couple points for that one. That was top notch. All right, face-off will be to the right side of the Eagles goalie. Controlled by the Trojans, deep behind the goal line. Collier Schultz was rubbed out. Just past the stick of Burkholder, not hard enough for icing. He's going to pick it up in the circle. Checks up behind the net. Tried to hit Collier Schultz. And as the puck is corralled by Schlegel, one of the Eagles players tried to come in at the net, and Burkholder, in no uncertain terms, let him know he wasn't welcome there. No calls, though. We've only had one penalty so far this whole game, if my memory serves me properly. All right, face-off won by the Trojans. They extend it around to Conaway. Not out, right to Burkholder. Burkholder hits Davidson. Davidson off the boards and out. Here goes Grant Peters. He's got behind both men. He shoots all right off the back to the goalie. He's going to get a second chance. We've got a shot over the net. Back to Burkholder. Burkholder just dives it in deep. I think Peters going to come back. No, Peters goes toward the net. Drew Davidson sends that one toward the net. It's just past Graham Peters. Graham Peters forces him behind the net. And Davidson's got it. He tries to center. Oh, Conaway just couldn't reach that one. It's going to go all the way past the blue line. Conaway's got to get it. He looks. He skates up. He hit. File. Nice pass. File. Goes toward the net. Centering pass. Knocked down by the Grand Rapids Eagles player. To center ice. Conaway's got to be tired. He raced as hard as he could to pick that puck up. File tries to take a shot, rolls off the stick. File hits his man. It comes all the way back to the point. Fogelman shoots it in. Oh, deflected just inside of the net, or inside, misses the net. Now, Kate Rodenroth's got it. He looks. Centering pass, right out front. File! Rodenroth! Oh, jeez, oh, Pete! Again, we are putting a clinic on here. And we've only got one goal to show for it. Burkholder's got to go back and get it in our end. He sends it up to Rodenroth. Pass off Rodenroth's stick. Conaway's got to step in. Forces the shot at a bad angle. And the Eagles miss the net. It's out into the neutral zone, and they're going to step right back in. This is a really long shift for Conaway and Burkholder. They got to get off the ice. Burkholder just tries to send it up. Fio gets it out of the zone. Conaway's looking at the bench. They dump it right back in. It's off his stick. Conaway checks up behind the net. He hits Rodenroth out of the zone. Conaway's trying to make it to the bench. And as Conaway changed, the puck went into our bench. And we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone. I desperately needed the whistle there. I'm not sure how long the forwards were out, but Conway and Burkholder were out there for way longer than they probably wanted to be. All right. Face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Traverse City bench. Puck drop. One by Evan Blazak, but it hit the linesman in the skate. Blazak just knocking people over. Oh, nice tap pass up to Carter Humphreys by Blazak. Humphreys played pretty hard. He gets tied up. We come away with the puck. We go back to the point. Burley steps in. Burley's all the way behind the goal line, and Blake Davidson filling in for Burley. Behind the net is Peters. No, actually that's Blazak. Sorry about that. It goes all the way around. Braden White on the far side, watching the man try to sneak out into the neutral zone. Kept in by Traverse City. Now, a shattering pass, missed by Humphreys. Burley came off his point again. And Blake Davidson sends it around, shot! Off the goalie's glove. He didn't know where it went. It went behind the net. Evan Blazak ties it up, hits his man, flipped out by one of the Eagles, and Burley has to take it off his stick. He's behind our goal line. One pass up to Carter Humphreys. Carter Humphreys hits Graham Peters. We got 2-on-1. We caught him in a line change, but the one-man back got a stick in the pass. Oh, that was a nice split pass by Braden White, I believe that was. Xander Fogelman through his well leg. He shoots. Nobody knew where it was. They were all looking from the back of the net. Goalie's got it wrapped up in his pads. Shots on goal now are 16-8 in favor of the Trojans. And we got a cross-checking penalty. I missed the cross-check. Josh, did you see the cross-check? So it looks like we've got 5 out there and they got 4 out there. So I'm going to assume it was on them. Number 22 for the Eagles, sitting in the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Puck drop. Controlled by the Trojans. To the middle. Drew Davidson. Drew Davidson makes the move. Oh, he almost gave up that puck. And the dump in was picked off by the Eagles player and sent all the way back down. Schlegel plays that to Calvin Klusterman. Calvin comes out, he hits Davidson. Davidson goes to the middle. Davidson far side. And the Eagles, sorry. My cohort up here, Allie's making faces on the power play and she's making me laugh. All right, here comes Xander Fogelman. He shoots just wide. It goes back to Evan Blazak. Blazak to Klusterman. Klusterman dumps it in. Fogelman will chase that one down. He tips it up. Graham Peters sends it up to the point. Evan Blazak makes a move. He gets around a guy and he centers it. Peters was all tied up. Shot for the point. Hit a body in front. Clearing attempt. Hit another body. This time they clear, but not very far. They only make the red line. Davidson goes to Parker side. Xander Fogelman with the move. Comes up. Gives up the puck, but Davidson is able to dump it in and go for a change. File picks that puck up. He's tied up. Fogelman's got it now. Beatty comes out. It goes back to Fogelman, but it's stuck on the board. But Fogelman able to keep it in with a leg. He battles, and the Eagles, oh, that could have been a trip pretty easy. No call on that one. 11 seconds left. Power play right in front of the net in the crease. Oh, Beatty hit a body. They're able to clear with 3 seconds left. That'll do it for the power play. Shots on goal now, 18-8. It looked like we had at least 2 on that. We had a lot more chances, but they were blocked shots. All right, Traverse City runs it right back in. Klusterman goes to the middle. He tried to send it to the side, but a stick of one of the Eagles players knocking it down. Now the Eagles come away with it. Evan Blazak comes flying back. Oh, he gets tripped up. They're going to call it. They are going to call it. No brainer. Blazak hustled rear end to get back to that puck. He was going to make it. The Eagles player, the captain, reached in with his stick, caught Blazak with his stick. Again, I got to stop looking at Allie. Wants to play. You know, I think all of us are up here because we have a ton of fun. Sometimes I can't control it. All right, face off. Eagles end. We got a whistle off the puck drop. I think they said Fogelman jumped. I'm not sure what the call was. The ref went to the timekeeper. Puck's and linesman, we get it straightened out. Linesman watches boys, backs him up out of the circle. They pinch in again. Evan Blazak hustling. Cleared all the way down, and the Petoskey player beat our defense. It comes off like a stick. Oh, they cleared out to center ice. They're just going to eat some time. And now Xander Fogelman picks up that puck. Wow. Eagles really on our power play team here. We dump it deep. Fogelman's got it. He wraps around, goes to the far side. Graham Peters fires. Hits the goalie stick. Back to the point. Calvin Klusterman. Hard off the board. Drew Davidson gets that puck. He dumps it in deep. Xander Fogelman battles for it. Evan Blazak comes out with it. Far side pass. Oh, it was just inside. Otherwise, Klusterman had a one-timer and a half there. All right, wrapped around by the Eagles. Davidson keeps it in. He hits Fogelman. Fogelman to the middle, shoots! Wide of the net. Fogelman picks up his own rebound. He comes to the center of the ice. He shoots again and goes off the goalie's mask. We keep it in. 47 seconds left in this power play, and the Eagles are able to dump it all the way down, just outside of the net. Klusterman's going to pick it up, and he hits Beatty right at the line. Good puck. Beatty. Beatty hit the player before either one of them got to the puck, and the referee's going to get him for interference. So Andrew Beatty will go to the box. This will put the Eagles on their first power play of the game. Will be 4-on-4 for 29 seconds, and then the Eagles will get a power play. Face off, won by the Trojans, cleared out. File races after that, but I think this will make it icing. It does. 4:39, first period. Shots on goal 20-8 in favor of the Trojans. Score of the game tied 1-1. All right, as they line up for the face-off again. Face-off won by the Eagles. Back to the point, shot. Schlegel saw that all the way, in and out of his glove. Now we clear it. File. Oh, yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away. I got a funny feeling that might be more than 2 minutes. File hit him right in the back, right in the numbers. File's really upset. He did not mean to do that. The referees are discussing this one. This is he got his number up there, but let's see what the time is. 5-minute major. Yeah, that one was rough. player turned, file was in motion. You could see he was really upset about that hit. Definitely did not mean to send anybody in the boards like that. All right, 2 seconds left in the Eagles penalty. Now they're 5 on 3 for a minute 20. And Graham Peters is able to clear that all the way down. The goalie plays it up. They come in, 5 players on our 3. They're trying to set it up. Burley, with a lot of work there, is able to get the puck off of one player and tie the second one up. We're really making them work for this. I like it. All right, who's missing a stick? That can't be good. Ooh, that was Graham Peters. He was able to pick it up after that shot hit. Shot over the net, hit the glass. Burley runs his man in the corner. Puck off the referee's skate, back to the point. Far side, one-timer, wide of the net. This one might make it all the way out. It does. How do you like that? All right, we're down to 26 seconds in the first penalty, 3:51 in the major. 20 seconds. Shot toward the net, wide. Behind the net, Graham Peters goes back to play that. He has to pull off. We can't have 2 guys behind the goal line on a 5 on 3. Schlegel puts a stick down on that. Burley, no, skate away, Ben. Skate away, Ben. All right, Conaway and Burkholder going to replace Burley and White. 4 seconds left on the 5 on 3, and then we'll have 3, what is that going to be, 27? A 5 on 4. It doesn't matter how many they score on that 5 on 4. All right, back to the middle. They shoot. Yeah. Hey! Yeah, the referee got it. One of the players swung at the captain. Swung right at one of our players, right in front of the referee. He's arguing, trying to plead his case. It's ridiculous. So, with 3:25 left in the major, the Eagles are up by 1. Shots on goal are 20 to 10. That was a tough shot to defend. It was right from the middle. It was right from the middle, and one of the the Eagles wear the same color as Petoskey, so my brain's in the wrong place right now. One of the Eagles players deflected that right up into the top corner of the net. Schlegel had zero chance on that one. Probably 10 foot outside the crease. We'll get a puck drop in center ice. Controlled by the Eagles, but here comes Xander Fogelman away. He shoots it, he scores! He scores! Fogelman ties it up! I think that was 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh, I like it. I like it. The coach for the Eagles could not be happy that their captain took that really bad penalty. All the Eagles were celebrating, and I don't know what happened, but he just 2-hand slashed one of our players to take a penalty. So 4 on 4 for another minute 54. Face off, controlled by the Trojans. Burkholder goes back, he makes a move. Gets it out of the zone. Oh, Conaway got caught looking. Conaway got caught looking, and one of the Eagles players got past him. Schlegel with a great save there. Oh. Davidson choked up the puck at the top of the circle, and the Eagles come right back and score on us. So with 2:09, the Eagles are again ahead by 1. And we will play 4 on 4 for another minute 25. then the Eagles will be on a power play for another 125 after that. All right, Graham Peters take this face-off. Face-off won by the Eagles. They try to run it up. Picked up by Harv, dumped in right at the red line. No icing. That was Kate Rodenroth raced in there to get that puck. Klusterman sends it back to Harv. Harv looks. He goes far side. This one will not make icing. And the Eagles come out with it. 50 seconds left. Oh, there's an interception by Klusterman. He comes all the way around. He shoots. Oh, it was just off the goalie. Man, that was a nice look. All right. Graham Peters raced in after that one. Klusterman lost his footing. Harv comes back to cover for him. Off of Harv's stick. He has to take it behind the net. He's going to go a long pass in the middle. Graham Peters called for that. He's offside. Oh, Graham Peters thought he was going to get that pass from, I think that was Kate Rodenroth. One of the Petoskey players got a stick in the way and it never made it there. 21 seconds left in the power play, or in the penalty for the Eagles. Eagles up by one, shots on goal 21-12 in favor of the Trojans. Puck drop. Oh, Xander Fogelman almost walked away with it there. Fogelman tips it off somebody's stick. And the Eagles pick it up in the neutral zone and come in. Shot blocked by Burley. Fogelman's away! By himself, on the goal, he shoots! Oh, the goalie had it in his pads, he had no idea where it was. When he stood up, it fell down after the whistle into the crease. Burley right up in the goalie's face. Man, oh man, we're getting our chances. We're just struggling to get them to come to fruition. So Burley and White out there. Davidson, Fogelman, and Pitt. There's a 0 up on the clock for a penalty. That's how close it was. And now it's gone. So the Eagles will be 5-on-4. And the long pass intercepted by Xander Fogelman. Drew Davidson picked up the puck, drove it all the way in. And ooh, that could have been interference. Xander Fogelman checked the guy to right at the blue line, nobody there. Fogelman gonna race for that puck again. And he clears it into the far end. And the horn goes. So with another period of play, we'll be on the penalty kill for 41 seconds to start out. And hopefully we'll see some 5-on-5 hockey for a few. Very few penalties to start out, and then it's got a little bit carried away after that. All right, I'm going to take a break, grab a wireless mic, and I'll try to catch Coach between the second and third period.
a second, Coach? What did you think of that second period? I thought we looked lively.
I mean, good energy again, and it was good to come and answer that goal right back. And then, we tried to pass a puck through someone down there and created a turnover instead of just throwing it, bouncing it off the boards there. Berkey was in a good support route coming out of the zone, and their defenseman was standing away from the boards. Like, it was set up perfect, and we tried to pass it through them instead of going off the wall, and they came back and scored. So again, another learning opportunity for our guys. But to be holding them to 12 shots through 2 periods, you wouldn't think we would be down 3-2 with that, but it is what it is. And so we got to play real hard 17 minutes here.
Well, from where I'm standing, I feel like we're outplaying them. Again, obviously I'm biased, but we've had the puck in their zone. I wish I knew the time. We're just not making a lot of shots blocked.
Yeah, obviously they're very committed to shot blocking, which, we try to get our guys to do that too. But I think we could help ourselves out by not getting locked in the offensive zone corner the whole time and pushing the puck side to side behind the net and then out to our points from there. The idea being that as you move the puck side to side and then low to high, you're forcing that defensive coverage to move too, and in that movement is where you want to find an open seam behind them. So by staying where we're at and just trying to work in the corner, their defensive coverage is set and they don't have to do anything except just hold their zone and hold their lanes. So we have to do a better job of forcing the issue, and we go side to side to move the coverage over, and then we go low to high to move it up, and then hopefully we have a seam somewhere in behind that.
Well, they're going to be on the power play for first 41 seconds of the game or the third period. Hopefully we can hold them off and we'll get a couple in the back of the net here.
Yeah, we got to get through this. I mean, you just got to dig your heels in, and our 4 have to outwork their 5. It's that simple, and for 41 seconds. And, hopefully we get through it. I mean, if they get one or whatever, there's a lot of hockey left, and we've had some really good looks. Again, we just have to be a little bit smarter in the offensive zone with what we're doing. And then, we got the boards as your best friend, right? You got to use it and quit turning pucks over inside our blue line for sure.
Coach, again, I appreciate it very much. Good luck out there. Can't wait to watch the third period.
All right, thank you.
All right, third period. Here, Trojans down by 1. 41 seconds of the major penalty on file. Between periods, the most important thing right now is to fight this off for 41 seconds. We just got to outwork a 4-5. Long cross ice pass. They bring it in inside. They slow down, set it up, back to the point, cycle. Traverse City trying to stay in the box. They come to the near side here. Cross ice pass, knocked down, and Xander Fogelman able to get there, and it goes up the glass and out. We'll play that puck. 16:30 left in the period. 10 seconds left in the major power play. This will be their last rush. They make the red line. Grant Peters forces them to slow down and go back as they dump it in. The penalty expires. 5-on-5 again. Drew Davidson. Oh, I thought he was going to take off with the puck. He was waiting for somebody to... Oh, Grant Peters picked up the rebound, sends it toward the side of the net. It's right off the side. They go back to the point. Klusterman shoots off a skate into the netting. We get a whistle. Klusterman had a man come up to him at the point. Klusterman won that battle. The other guy's still trying to get up. All right, looks like we're going to have File, Beatty, Klusterman, Rodenroth, and Harvey out there. All right, we got to the major. There's no reason we can't get one back here. Shot low, off the goalie's stick, up into his gear. The goalie did not know what, oh man, Cape Rodenroth had a chance at that. Harv goes back and gets it. He sends it up the File, not able to clear. Klusterman gets pinned against the boards. File comes in to help him. Man, oh man, the Eagles are coming out with a head of steam here. All right, now Harv gains control of that puck. Send it behind Klusterman. Dump back in. Harv's going to go hard off the side, off a Beatty stick. And an errant pass goes right to one of the Eagles players. He dumps it in from center ice. Klusterman goes back to get it. Conaway's out there now. Beatty takes a pass. Conaway sends it up just out of the reach of Rodenroth. It's going to come all the way back. We get an icing call. Burkholder comes out to clean up that change with Conaway. And we'll get a face-off in the Eagles' end. Far side of the goalie. All right, linesman keeps him out of the circle, drops puck. Won by Traverse City, back to Burkholder. Burkholder shoots! Goalie gives up a nice rebound. We didn't have anybody in place. They've got a man sneaking in. Conaway stopped that pass. Conaway took a check in his own end, but made the play. Now we get a whistle. Humphreys had lost his stick, and I'm not sure what the whistle is. We'll find out here in a minute. Interference call by number 19, or no. Oh, they have multiple captains, because that's number 3. So, Traverse City going on the power play. 14:32, third period. Trojans down by 1. They win the face-off. Go back to Davidson. Davidson shoots. They hit him like shot. Rebound back to Davidson. Shot. Oh man, the Grand Rapids team is blocked more shots. They're doing a great job of it. Gloved down by Klusterman. Klusterman shoots. Blocked it again. Oh, the player was stung at that when he's grabbing his knee. All right, it comes out. Evan Blazak sets up behind the net. It comes to Fogelman. Fogelman looks. Fogelman spins around. He's going to go in. And here comes Grant Peters. He'll look for somebody to send that puck to. We go cross ice. It hit Evan Blazak. Fogelman to Drew Davidson. Drew Davidson off the pipe. Davidson able to pick that puck up. Davidson comes in the middle, shoots! Goalie saw that one go through all the way, and the referee with a quick whistle We'll get another face-off on the far side of the goalie. 1:03 left in the power play for the Trojans. So it looks like we've got 4 forwards and 1 defenseman out there. Burley is our defenseman. Beatty playing back defense as a forward. Carter Humphreys. And here are the I talked to Coach about their players pinching up and cheating a little bit. And man, oh man, did they do it there. I could hear the bench yelling behind. And Beatty was just able to get back to knock that one down. We're going to get a wholesale line change again. Klusterman, Fogelman, Peters, and Blazak. Davidson also, sorry. All right. Davidson comes up through the middle with that. He was taken off the puck. Fogelman tied a guy up. Graham Peters tried to chip it in. It went off of the player. Fogelman's got to turn back. We were off sides. He hits Davidson. Davidson goes far side to Klusterman. Klusterman brings it in. Klusterman's taken down. No call. Fogelman sets it up behind the net. He hits Davidson. Davidson shot. Oh, it's just over the net. Goes all the way around to Klusterman. Klusterman with his patented backspin sends it into the corner with Graham Peters. Graham Peters steps up. Graham Peters trying to control it. He does now. He hits Klusterman right in the middle. Klusterman goes to the far side. Davidson shot toward the net. Here comes Fogelman. Penalty's over. 5-on-5. Fogelman trying to come around to the middle. And number 23 from the Eagles saw that one all the way and just dropped a shoulder on Fogelman and separated him from the puck. Oh, a pass that missed our player. And wow, the Eagles got to that and the player shot just wide. It was an errant pass that went by everybody, and the Eagles player outskated ours. All right, the Eagles send it up through the middle. They make an errant pass. We're going to be able to pick that one up. Burley's got it. Burley, blue line, chips it up off of the skate of his own player File. Fogelman goes across to Klusterman. Klusterman makes the red line and dumps it in. He'll go for a line change. File goes around behind. Beatty comes up, keeps it in. Player thought he was going to get checked and kind of gave up the puck. Here comes Burley. Burley behind the goal line, shoots from a bad angle off of the goalie's glove. Kept in by Braden White. Braden White sends it all the way in behind the net. The Eagles have a little miscommunication in front of the net. Beatty's knocked down, no call. Burley's got to go back and get it. Braden White. Burley to White. White, far side pass in the middle. Wow, I'm not sure what happened there, but one of the Eagles players' stick went flying. Oh, there's a beautiful chance. Another one. Shot just over the net. Conaway races. There's no way he can keep it in. He just came off the bench after a line change with Burley. Conaway right up the middle. Hits File. File was worried about getting decapitated. He let that one go. Here comes Braden White. He steps off the line. He goes all the way in. He's got one man to beat. He checks up. Knocked off his stick behind the goal line. Graham Peters fills in for White. White goes for a line change. Burkholder comes off the bench. Shot. Steered aside by Schlegel. Schlegel covers it. No, it's loose. Burkholder goes around. Conaway's got to go behind the net and pick that puck up. He looks. Nice cross-ice pass off of the stick of Graham Peters. 10 minutes left in the third period. Trojans down by 1. Burkholder keeps it in at the line. He looks, he shoots. Low shot. Goalie doesn't know where it is. He doesn't move. Ball's out of its pads. We get a whistle. Face off on the far side of the goalie. Klusterman and Harvey on defense. Peters, Fogelman, and Davidson up front. 9:51. Shots on goal 28-14 in favor of the Trojans. And I mean, that doesn't even count the block shots. There's probably as many block shots. All right, Davidson sends that over to Fogelman. Fogelman gets rubbed off on the boards. And him and back to Harm. Harm shoots! Deflected! Oh, it's out in front of the net! And the Eagles come out with it through center ice. Kloosterman presses his man off the board. Harm's got to chase it. He sends it back to Kloosterman. Kloosterman looks up ice. Kloosterman, with nothing there, has to hold it for a minute. He hits Fogelman right in the middle, off Fogelman's stick. Fogelman is in by himself as we're line changing. Oh, goes right through the crease. Here come the Eagles down. Harm with a nice defensive play, does not allow the shot to go through. It goes all the way across to Fogelman. Fogelman goes to the middle. Humphreys, oh man, his man stepped right in front of him, or Humphreys was gone. That same man saw Humphreys coming at him and was scared of getting hit and pretty much just gave up the puck. Shot just wide of the net. That was a nice setup. Humphreys to Blazak. Again, Humphreys, a big towering figure out there. Scared the, oh, Humphreys with a nice tip, but not quite hard enough. This one should be an ice. It'll come all the way back. Yeah, Humphreys is a pretty tall player out there. The Eagles player coming at him thought he was going to get shellacked, so he pretty much just let go of the puck, and Humphreys took off with it. 8:20 left in the third period. Trojans down by 1. Shots on goal still read 28-14. Like I said, a lot of block shots in this game. All right, linesman lines him up, drops the puck. Eagles control, they send it all the way around. Burley races in, checks his man, keeps it in. They bring it back the other side. Braden White's got to chase that down. He sends it up to Rodenroth. Rodenroth goes far side to Burley. Burley looks. Burley's going to hit. Oh, just out of the reach of Rodenroth. This will be an ice. Man, oh man, that was a good look. Just a little bit too much on it there. Rodenroth couldn't catch up to it. I heard Rodenroth's got people looking from, I believe it was 3 different places. Sault Ste. Marie, Florida, and was it South Carolina? Rob sent me a text, but I refused to pull my phone out because it's got the Michigan-Ohio State score on it. All right, face-off won by the Eagles in our end. They dump it behind the net. Burley picks it up. Burley looks. Burley tried to hit File. It went off one of the Petoskey sticks, so it's a good puck. Beatty's got it. Beatty gets spun around. White's got to back up. Man, that was close. And it looks like the Eagles are going to ice that, and it'll come all the way back down on their end. .7:35 left, third period. Shots on goal still 28-14. Favor the Trojans. Score on this board is not representative of the game we've played today. Grandma Vicky and Papa Bernie say, go Trojans. We get a whistle at center ice. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up the YouTube channel on my phone so I can read some comments. Faceoff's going to end up down in our end on the right side of Schlegel as I look at him. 7:27. Ooh, I missed something. We are on the penalty kill. I missed the call. Sorry about that. I was looking at my silly phone. Face off. Out by the Trojans. The Eagles bring it in. Moving fast. Burley pushes the man outside. They dump it toward the net. Burkholder's able to get it. He rifles it all the way down. The goalie will play it. Off his stick. He couldn't get the fast pass he wanted. Graham Peters is going to race. He does. That allows Davidson to send it back to Burley. and we eat some time on this one. Burley dumps it all the way in. It goes all the way around the net. Again, the goalie misses it. And with a minute 14 left in the power play. Oh, here we go. 2-on-1. Davidson and Peters. Peters off the post. Burkholder's going to be able to keep it in. But the Trojans, smartly on the penalty kill, decide to get a line change. Burkholder intercepted a pass. Fogelman's got it. He sent it up. That was out and off of one of the Eagle players. But the linesman was just coming back to the ice. The Eagles control it. They send it right in front. It goes past the net. Burley sends it. And Graham Peters follows that up all the way down. Kloosterman and Harvey out there. Off of Kloosterman's stick, it goes all the way around. Harv's got to chase it down. Harv was looking for the check. Oh, here we go. Fogelman's got a breakaway. He picked it off the puck and he's in alone. He shoots. Oh, he missed the goalie. He pulled him out of the net and somehow Sander missed that one. Oh, it was a beautiful chance. Sander picked the pocket of the Eagles player right below me. Ran it all the way down, made a couple moves, got the goalie out, and was not able to. Oh, there's a great save by Schlegel with his right leg. It looks like the Eagles are going to go to the box. Again, their captain, who's trying to plead his case, but I mean, the ref called it immediately. 23. All right, so we will go back to the power play. Davidson, Peters, Blazak, Kloosterman, Fogelman. They line up at the far side circle. All right, the Trojans take a timeout. They're going to catch their breath. I'm sure the coach wants to set this power play up. We need it bad. We got to get something going here. We can't win if we're down by one. I'm really good at math. 5:16 left in the third period. We'll be on a power play. I'm hoping for less than 2 minutes. Because if we put it in, we are no longer on the power play. All right. Well, everybody will take a second to catch their breath. All right, coaches have the boys all lined up. I believe they've got a board out. They do. Coach is drawing up a plan. And the buzzer sounds. The referees will head over to the circle with the puck. And face-off will be to the left of the goalie as I look at him, his right. Again, 2 minutes on the power play here. Peters, Davidson, Fogelman, Blazak, and Kloosterman out there. Face off, controlled by the Trojans. Back to Davidson. Davidson sends it over to Kloosterman. Kloosterman tried to go back. Davidson gloves it down. He shoots. Knocked down by one of the Eagles. Sent all the way down. Schlegel will play that. Settles it down for Kloosterman. Kloosterman picks it up, goes behind our net. We set up. Here comes Graham Peters through the zone. He dumps it in. Beats everybody to the puck. Oh, he mishandled it. And again, the Eagles are able to clear it all the way down. Schlegel settles it down behind the net. He sends it to Kloosterman. Kloosterman looks again. We are really going to get an icing call on the power play. I'm not sure what's going on here, but the boys are looking a little disconnected right now. Minute 15 left in this power play. We really need to take advantage of this. Shots on goal are 28 to 15. Favor the Trojans. All right, face off. Won by the Trojans, picked up by Drew Davidson. Evan Blazak gets tripped up. Oh man, the Eagles are just eating time up here. Now we carry it out. Blazak to Peters. Peters races in. He drops it back for Fogelman. Fogelman makes the move. Fogelman shoots in the net. He hit the top corner. I can see it all the way. The goalie was totally off to the side. Oh, the goalie's saying it was goaltender interference. I'm not buying it. Tie game. 4:05 left in the contest. All right, here we go. Shots on goal, 29-15. Score of the game, 3-3. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left in this contest. Burley and White out on defense. File, Beatty, and Rodenroth up front. Burley brings it in. Burley loses it. Got poked off his stick. He gets it back. He keeps it in right at the blue line. Protects the puck with his body. He goes all the way behind the goal line. He's looking. He sends it deep to File. File trips over his own feet, but he centered the puck. Oh, Beatty! Oh, man! File tripped, but somehow on his rear end centered the puck at the net. I'm not sure what it went off. The goalie had to scramble, come back this side to make the save. It bounced 2 or 3 times. We had 2 Trojans in there swiping at it, and they finally got the whistle. 31-15 shots on goal, 3:43 left in the period. To Rodenroth, he shoots right into the middle of one of the Eagles players. Pass missed by the Eagles. Braden White races back, plays his man well, ties him up. It comes up to File. File goes around, File's in. He goes to the middle. Oh, that was a nice shot by File. He let it off early. I don't think the goalie or the defenseman thought that one was coming in that way. All right, Conaway playing defense. Makes the man shoot from a bad angle outside. It goes over the net. Conaway picks it up. He's looking. Conaway reverses. He gets hit in the back. Sends it up to Rodenroth. Rodenroth gets his stick lifted, and they keep it in. And Schlegel puts a glove on that one. So Burkholder will come out to finish the change. Conaway and Burkholder on D. Peters, Davidson, and Fogelman up front. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left in the tie game. Won by Traverse City. It's Fogelman with one man. Fogelman gets around his man. He gets tripped up. Oh, centering pass. Oh, that could have been a hook. It could have been a bunch of calls. Somehow Xander stayed on his feet, so no call. Conaway holds it in on the line. Oh, it bounced over Conaway's stick. He got... Oh, great play by Drew Davidson to tie that up. What are we doing here? I think the referee called it offside. It was an errant offside call. There was a man offside, but the Eagles did not play the puck. And again, I've reffed before. It's really, really hard. It's sometimes you accidentally blow that whistle. All right, face off. Controlled by Traverse City. Davidson to Klusterman. Klusterman up to Fogelman. Fogelman goes across the blue line, chips it off the boards. It's right down front. Davidson shoots. Oh, it went just wide of the net. Grant Peters tried to deflect it, but it was flopping around in the air, and he couldn't do it. Fogelman's got it again. He gives it to Peters. Peters button hooks. Far side. He goes to Harm. Harm shoots. Through everybody. Harm's going to get it again. Harm shoots. Wide of the net. Oh, it goes right on the edge. Oh, I saw it. Davidson put his hands up. I thought it might have went in. It was right on the corner of the post in the crease. Holy cannoli. 2 minutes, 1 second left in this game. Shots on goal, 31-16. All right, face off. Control by Blazak. Backhander as Humphreys got knocked down. Went just wide of the net. Blazak goes to the point. Klusterman shoots. Again, another shot block. Oh, Klusterman did a great job of intercepting that pass at center ice, not allowing the Eagles to run that one into our zone. Klusterman goes to Burley. Burley gets, no, that wasn't Burley. That was Blake Davidson. He got knocked off the puck, and we smartly just clear it down and take the icing. So we'll get Burley and White out there. And we're going to get Peters, Davidson, and Fogelman back out. Nice play by White to swipe that out from in front of our net. It goes up. Fogelman tips it. He beat the man. The goalie had to come out and play it. Oh, the goalie's out of the net. Oh, it went off the goalie. It was 10 feet out of the crease. I cannot believe. And here come the Eagles. But the pass was intercepted by Braden White. He stays on his man. He is battling for everything I've seen him battle for today. Trying to clear the net. We've got 1 minute left in this contest. It goes back to the point. They shoot toward the net, just wide. Oh, second shot. Missed by the Eagles. Another shot knocked down by Graham Peters. Now comes to Fogelman. Fogelman tips it up. He's gone again. Fogelman with the puck. He shoots. It's the whole way off the post. It went off the inside of the post now. Fogelman again. Shoots, misses. I cannot. I just got to stop talking. And they get a breakaway, but they're not able to do anything. Schlegel gets a shot from a bad angle. Conaway chased down his man and ran him into the corner. Holy mackerel, 26.6 seconds left in this contest. Tied 3-3. I'm going to need a throat lozenge after this one. Or a beer. All right, face off in our end. Left side of Schlegel. Face off, one. Shot on net! Second attempt wide! Conaway picks it up! Conaway falls down! He's able to get it out though! 13 seconds left. Burkholder! Oh, he tried to hit. He tried to hit Blake Davidson. I think he did because the referee signaled it was not ice, and they're going to put the face-off at center ice. Oh, that was rough. Referee and the linesman discussed what was going on. Obviously, an errant call, so we're going to get a face-off at center ice. 9 seconds left. The Eagles send it back. Klusterman to Burley. Burley, long pass off the boards. And as the buzzer blows, Davidson was at the line. So we will get a quick breather here. I'm not exactly sure what the format for the overtime is. Listening to the referees talk about that play. The one referee thought it was off our stick, and he was on the far side of the red line, so that would have created icing, but the other referee told him no, it was absolutely off one of the blue stick players, and that's why he missed it. It was tipped outside, so that should not have been an icing, but because the referee blew the whistle, they end up doing the face-off outside the zone. All right, it looks like we have 8 minutes up on the board. I think it's an 8 minute of 4-on-4 or 3-on-3. Which, this is going to be a heck of a run. Shots on goal are 32-18 in favor of Traverse City. We were able to tie it up late in the third there, but now we got to see what we're made of. They switch ends for the overtime period. And it appears to be 5-on-5. Face off. Controlled by Traverse City. Bogelman. Now, the Eagles get it deep in our end. They go behind the net. We battle for it back there. Oh, they try to wrap around. Centering pass. Knocked out. Here comes Xander Fogelman. He beats one man. He beats two men. Fogelman's by himself. He gets handcuffed. He got a shot up, but it wasn't what he wanted. He got tied up. Here he is again. He's got the puck. He shoots. Oh, yes. He had the far side just totally honed in. Had the goalie on the near side. The goalie got his glove out there. I don't know how he made that save. You got to give the Eagles goalie some credit here. He is played out of his mind. 34-18 shots on goal. All right, they send it all the way around. Klusterman picks that up. He holds it at the line. We come right back in with it. But the Eagles are able to take it away. They send it up the boards. Harv steers it back. Beatty takes a late hit. Klusterman lets the puck go through. Rodenroth makes a move. Rodenroth going to come through. He shoots. Oh, it went off the goalie's glove and just over the net. That should be another shot on goal. They're not going to give it to us because it went over the net, but it was off the goalie's glove, so that's another one. All right, tipped in. Harv's got to make a play. He ties up his man. It goes behind Rodenroth. Klusterman picks it up behind the net. We're going to set up. 6:43 in this overtime period. Chipped up to the Eagles defense, plays it back in. Klusterman going to get that puck. He goes off the glass and deep. This one might not make icing. Oh, it rolled up on end. Caden Rodenroth was speeding to get at that puck, but with it rolling on end, he just couldn't make it in time. So the faceoff will come all the way down. We're going to get a wholesale line change. I got Peters, Davidson, and Fogelman out there. I got Conaway and Burkholder. 6:24 left in the overtime period. Face-off, won by the Eagles. Holy mackerel, that one went just high and wide of the net. The Eagles got a shot right off the face-off. And here comes Xander Fogelman. He makes the zone, gets around the man. He's got Davidson coming in to help him. Peters right in the middle. Davidson goes back to Burkholder, but it came off the boards funny. Conaway and Burkholder switch sides. Conaway wraps around. Conaway hard up the boards. He hits Peters. Peters deflects it. Davidson. Shot. Oh, backhander. No, we score. We score. We score. We score. Game over. Your Trojans win in overtime. What a bumper burger. Oh. We overcame the deficit. We overcame the 5-3. We overcame the major penalty. And we pull this one out to win in overtime, 4-3. 5:47 left in the overtime period. Oh, I gotta take a breath. Grant Peters got the goal, that final goal to win this hockey game. Shots on goal, 36-18. Final score, 4-3. Favor of the Trojans. I'm gonna grab a wireless mic and try to go talk to Coach real quick.
On this